Log into Express and we're going to be creating a graphic. So on the top right hand corner you'll see the green tile that says create a graphic. Click on that and the all-in-one editor will load. We're not going to be using any templates, so let's close that side window down. So we want to be creating a logo, so for that it usually makes more sense to start off with a square canvas. So let's resize that, and if you go for drawing, that's going to give you a 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels square canvas to get going on. Right, when I'm creating a logo, I like starting off with the most important word on the logo. So I'm going to be creating a logo for a campaign to get people to eat their greens, and the campaign literally is called Eat Your Greens. So I think that the most important word on this logo is going to be the word greens. So I'm going to start off with that. So I'm going to click on text on the left hand side and I'm going to add a new plain text box. I'm going to type the word greens in here and then I'm going to look for fonts. So you can look for fonts either by clicking on the drop down and searching through your fonts as usual, but also you'll get recommended fonts. You can click view all and you'll see them all there in a bigger window to help you decide. I've already got a font in mind for this called Sniglet, so I'm going to just search that up. There we go, and I am going to select the font. Now, as much as I like this font, I think I want it to be in all caps. A super quick way of getting font into all caps is to just use a dynamic text layout and it converts it to all caps. Right, so let's put that in the center there. Now then, the next thing I'm going to do is think about how I'm going to frame the other words, eat your. So I'm going to duplicate this text box by clicking on it and clicking the duplicate button there. And I'm just going to double click in there and change this to say eat your. Now then, you need to decide how this is going to fit best on your design. Do you want it to be kind of like this, or would you want it to be small like that? Do you want to rotate these words? Okay, so you'll have maybe some words which are more important than others. I actually think I'm going to use a curved layout. I'm going to use the arch layout like this, eat your, and I'm going to curve this eat your text around the letter G of the word greens. Like that. Cool. Right, now let's jump in and get some icons that are going to help us deliver the message. So icons can be found under elements. So click on elements on the left hand side, and up at the top here you need to come over to the final tab which says icons, and in here I'm going to search for leaf. A lot of these are great. For logos, you'll tend to get more luck with these kind of solid coloured in icons rather than these empty outline only ones. I like this first one, so I'm going to click on that. It's going to bring it in. And what I'm going to do now is see, can I get this icon to kind of look as if it's a part of my most important word, which is greens. So with this leaf, it's really going to help maybe if I get it to look as if it's growing out of that letter N there. Yeah, that works really well for me. I'm really happy with that. Now then, to tie your whole logo together, it's always useful to have some kind of background shape. Now you could go into shapes, but I prefer going into icons and searching in here for something like just the word blob, and you'll see that you'll get these more interesting looking shapes. So if I scroll down now, there's loads of these that could work really nicely, but this one's caught my eye because this looks a bit like a bean, doesn't it? And I'm telling people to eat their greens, and that looks like a bean. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to worry about colour, but I'm just going to try and get this shape to hide all of that text as neatly and as tightly as possible. I'm nearly there, but I'm going to use the flip horizontal. And now I'm going to resize and adjust even more just to get everything hidden. So now let's just change it to any kind of color. So let's click on fill up here on the left hand side, go to more colors, just pick anything for now. And let's drag this shape all the way to the back of our design using the layer stack. Okay, cool. I like that. I'm going to just try and move it around a bit more so that we've got more balance here without too much empty space at the top of my shape. There we go. That looks better. And now I'm going to grab a similar shape from the elements here, and I'm going to kind of echo that first bean. Here we go. Here's another bean, slightly different shape. And I'm going to pop this right in the back in a different color and just kind of have it overlapping that first bean. There we go. So it's pretty much hiding everything. I'm going to drag it all the way to the back. And there we go, I can see now I've got those two beans making that really interesting kind of shape behind my text. Now then, finally, that's all we need to do is think about our color scheme. So to do that, just click on theme on the top ribbon. And in here, I'm going to search for green, hit enter, and it's going to give me loads of green color schemes. So I'm going to click on one of them. I like this one here. And it's going to apply those green shades to all of the things, all of the elements, all of the objects on my page. And I can shuffle it. I can use the shuffle button to shuffle through those color schemes. And I'm going to do that until I find one that really makes the text pop off the page. There we go. I really like that. Now the final thing I need to do is turn my background color for the whole design to be transparent. So I'm just going to click on background color, choose no fill, and there's my completed logo there. Let's give it a name. This is going to be Eat Your Greens logo. And to use this in all of the rest of my campaign materials, that's all I'd need to do is click on download. Download as a PNG with a transparent background, hit download, and there it is.